guys, welcome to your first day of theater class online. So what you guys are going to need today is you're going to need access to the theater packet that I have designed for you guys to use at home. If you are in 5th period theater, then you also need that packet, okay? And just with the chaos of getting things together, it's easier if you guys do the same things as the other classes. For those of you who have 2 classes with me, you only need to do it once. And, we'll talk a little bit more about some other options for 5th period when we get there, but for now, I'm just going to say go see if you can find the packet, just in case you change your mind halfway through what we're doing, okay? So, for those of you who don't know, if you do know, go ahead, pull the packet up, and then, I don't know, skip this part of the video, whatever. I don't even know, okay? But if you don't know, what you're going to need to do first is in your web browser, you're going to need to go to the school website, so jasperisd.net, okay? When you pull it up, you're going to notice there are a bunch of tabs at the top that are like about Jasper ISD, departments, athletics, blah, blah, blah. You're going to click the one that says COVID-19 closure. Pretty obvious, okay? If you click on it, it's going to bring you to a page with some district information for your parents, all that kind of stuff. So, instead of clicking on it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hover your mouse over it and then go down to where it says Jasper High School info/materials and click on that. Okay? Now that should bring up a new page that says student resources at the top. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look off to the left-hand side. There are a bunch of different options. You're going to click on the fine arts option because it's theater that you're looking for. We're fine art. A very fine art. Okay, then you're going to see a list of the teachers and the classes. Pretty simple. We're all the way at the bottom where it says theater and then it says Miss O'Donnell. It should have the link to the YouTube channel there. Don't know why it's not there. At least currently it's not. Maybe it will be by morning. I did ask them to add it. So, hopefully. But what you're going to do is you're actually going to click on the word theater. Okay, that's the link to the PDF of the packet that I created. Alright, and you're going to notice it's going to pull up a packet. It's going to have place for name, period, date, all of that. You really only have to put that if you're filling it out on paper. Otherwise, don't worry about it. And you'll notice that the first lesson, that's what we're going over today, is titled Monologues. Because those of you who are not 5th period students know that that's what we were working on before school closed. So, in fact, you were all supposed to perform them the day that they were like, you don't have to come to school if you don't want to. And thus, nobody performed their monologues. Okay? For the 2 of you that recorded yourselves like I asked and turned it in, you're done today. You can close this video and you can go enjoy the rest of your day. Everyone else, listen up, okay? So, obviously things are going to change because you can't really slate it the same way you would slate a monologue in the classroom. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for you to introduce your name, what show your monologue is from, and I'm still looking for those pauses. And if you're sitting down and delivering your monologue, that's fine. I'm not going to make you step back or anything, but just take those pauses that we talked about taking. And you should be good, okay? So you're going to say, hi, my name is whatever your name is. And I will be performing a monologue from whatever show your monologue is from, and then you'll take a pause, and then you'll start your monologue, you'll do your monologue, still looking for a little bit of movement in there. The rubric still applies. I'm looking for memorization, I'm looking for a variety of voice volume, I'm looking for a variety of emotions. You should set your invisible second person before you start, okay? So don't just stare into the camera and do it into the camera, because that still feels a little bit like you're staring into my soul as the judge panel, and we don't want that. So set your invisible second person off to the side, talk to that invisible second person. You can still show that they're moving if they're moving and continue to talk to them, whatever you need to do to make it clear there's an invisible person there, right? Slating properly, we already talked about, and then movement. So even though you're sitting down, maybe adding a little bit of hand movement. Don't just stand there like this and recite your monologue because that's weird and awkward. Okay? You're going to record yourself. If you don't have a way to record yourself, then we will figure that out later. But most of you, if you're watching this video, should have some way to record yourself doing this monologue. You have a couple options. You can email it to me, which my email, you'll notice, is at the very bottom of that first page, and it is on every single page of this packet. So if you come to me and you say, I did the packet, but I didn't know your email address, I'm going to look at you and be like, really? Because it's on every single page of that packet. Alright? So you can email it, or you can post it on like YouTube, make it unlisted so that nobody else can see it if you're embarrassed, which you shouldn't be because you are all very good actors, so don't be embarrassed. But if you want to, you can unlist it and then email me the link, and I will record that you did it and all that stuff. So yeah. Again, rubric stays the same, still using the same rubric, just do your best. I understand it's kind of weird and awkward, and talking to a camera is weird. Trust me, I know that talking to a camera is weird, because that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, you guys are going to be good, and it's going to be great. Now, those of you who are not in 5th period, you're probably good. Go ahead, close the video, you can get started. 5th period, you guys didn't have monologues. So, what I would like you to do is I would like you to take your longest poem, your longest one, because some of y'all got really short poems, your longest poem from Lights in the Dark, and I want you to use that as your monologue. Clearly you don't have time to memorize it, so I'm not going to worry so much about the memorization, but just the performance aspect of it. Alright? Yeah. So, if you do not have your script, you need to let me know, either via reminder or email. I have an extra copy I will email to you, and then you can have a digital copy, and you can do that. After today, you can pretty much follow the rest of the lessons in the packet, just like the other theater students, and you'll be fine. However, I am willing to let you guys do an alternate assignment that goes more along with the playwriting aspect, because that's what we do in theater productions, is we develop shows. I would be willing to allow you guys a little bit more creative freedom. So you can either do the easy stuff in the packet, or if you're looking for a little more of a challenge, or you just kind of are like, I already did my time in basic theater, I want to do something more advanced. I would be okay if every week you turned in a scene for a play, and you could do scenes for the same play so that by the end of the year you've got, like, I don't know, a full-length play, half a play, whatever you end up having. Or you could do just short 5-minute scenes every week. Just one scene a week, guys, and about 3 to 5 minutes long, okay? That should be 3 to 5 pages of typing, of dialogue. So I'd allow you to do that. If you wanted to write a musical and maybe you are able to compose music, I would be willing to also give you points if you create a song or something like that for a musical. And just do one a week for that. Anything where you are working towards a production and creating a production would be lovely. If you have questions, as always, you guys know, email me, text me on Remind, all of that. Any way you need to get a hold of me, go ahead and do that. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make it through this. I'm so excited for you all. Hope this was helpful. And if you have questions, go ahead and let me know. Alright. Once you guys are done with that, and hopefully all your other classes, you can go ahead and party on.